Hello, YouTube pipers. My brand new pipe. Thought I'd smoke that again. Put it in some Carter Hall. I'm going to use this lighter I found in the back room. I had a Zippo back in the day whenever I smoked cigarettes that was given to me by my college girl. Lord knows what happened to that thing. I was trying to see if I could detect lighter fluid in that. I'm doing this kind of late today because thunderstorm came over the house and Hunter was whimpering because the thunder was so loud, so I put it off until now. I've been drawing the last few days. Kept drawing that same guy. Then I said to heck with that and did a couple of others. And I think it was Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday. I said, by George, I'm going to do this or I'm not going to do it. And I'm just going to mail that package. And that was the end of that. So, I sat down, spent quite a bit of time on this particular drawing. After 6 months, I looked at what I had done and I said, to hell with it. And I threw it out. Well, I don't think I threw it out. It's saved somewhere amongst all the junk that I've been drawing. Put everything in that package, sealed it watertight the way I like to do with my tape. Filled out my little form that you have to fill out if you're sending something overseas. Had my mad money in my wallet. I knew I had enough because I had sent something in the past to this fella and I knew how much that was, and I figured this would be the same. Got there, I had a couple of other packages. I sent those off. And then he got to this one and he put it on there. He said, you got your form? And I said, yeah, here it is. And he said, I see you got all these things on here. What kind of a price are you putting on this? I said, I don't know. It's just stuff I had around the house. And he said, okay, this, how much? I named off a price. He went down the line about 5 things. One of them was fountain pens because I knew this guy liked fountain pens. So I have fountain pens all over the place, and I wrapped some up in bubble wrap. I had cleaned them all up, got them all wrapped up and thrown them in the package. Some of them were expensive, so I said, I don't know, around $500 maybe, because I think there were 6 or 7 pens that I had thrown in there. And I figured that was probably, oh, man, I pulled tobacco through on that. Yeah. That's like smoking Camels, except it tastes better. I was a 3-pack a day guy when I spoke camels. Anyway, he said, all right, it's going to cost you this much to send it. And I said, okay. It was what I thought. It was going to be about the amount I had. So I put my mad money up there on the counter. He was punching it in and punching it in. And I was just waiting there, and he said, that's your total. And I looked over there, and it said $750. I said, what do you mean $750? You told me it was this much. He said, when it gets over there, they're going to charge them. And if you don't want them to be charged, you got to pay it here. I said, I don't have that kind of money. Give me back my package. 6 months wasted. Lord have mercy. Kept saving that. I'm sure it must have something to do with the tariffs. I don't know for certain, but that would make sense because last time I sent stuff, there was nothing about extra costs at the end. So anyway, I thought I'd wait maybe a month because I just put it over there. Wait a month, maybe that tariff thing will disappear. Who knows with President Trump? He's full of surprises. Then I'll go back with another form and I'll fill it out this time with what I think everything costs. And those pens, I'm just going to put they cost $10 and let it go with that because they're secondhand. You know, I'd never get what I paid for them out of them. And all those books and magazines that I had packed into this thing, I mean, it was packed tight, about 25 pounds. I'm sure this fellow would like everything that's in that package. So I'm going to just leave it there. In about a month, maybe 2, I'll give it another try and see how it goes. I just couldn't believe it. $750. It has to do with those tariffs that he's been putting on everybody. What a waste of time, huh? But anyway. At least it's gotten me back into drawing. I've been doing quite a few. I've got some that I'm going to use at the end of my posts like I've been doing because it's just fun. I don't know whether you know who these people are or not, because whenever I first came into the YTPC, it was due to a Paladin Piper. I don't know what it was that we were doing there. I can't remember. But it was one of his contests he does once a year. And a lot of new people came on at that time and decided to jump on the bandwagon. And I remember all those people. And some of them I don't see anymore. But I thought since I was more familiar with them, work with them. I don't know. Like I say, I don't know if anybody's going to recognize the people that I'm doing or not. And I might put something at the end that's just a surprise. I don't know. Anyway. I've been kind of having fun with it. those those stamped envelopes. I've had plenty of material for those. I don't know if they could probably sue me. I don't know. But because I've sent a lot of them out. I just hate to see the postage wasted. Well, I've had an interesting week. $750 to send a package overseas. Holy cow. That's that's more than mad money. Like I say, has to do with those tariffs. I don't know if I can taste that lighter fluid, but I sure did smell it that time. Yeah, my girlfriend in college gave me one. It's one of those slim Zippos. It was gold, and she had my initials traced into it. And along with it, she gave me a keychain. Had my initials on one side and her initials on the other. And when I went into the service, I left it here, and my dad, who was good for finding spare parts for things to work and other things, took that keychain apart. He knew how much that meant to me, and he still took it apart and used a portion of that on something else. My dad was good for that. Oh, me. He loved to tinker, and he loved to come up with something from nothing. He was a product of the Depression back then, where they did not throw things out and they always used what they did not throw out. I got buckets of bolts out there that he left. I've got 5 or 6 canisters of tools out there. Because he would never throw anything out. And I'll tell you the truth, that's one of the things I got from him. I never throw anything out either. It's a Sunday. I hope everybody's doing well. I want to thank you for joining me in a pipe. And I was drinking a cup of hot tea. And it's very, very still out there now. It's almost like you got a tornado coming. It's that still. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back. God bless you till the next time.